In this video, we're going to show how to add an event to Temple. Now, this is our main page. We're not going to do it on this one. For this, we have a test environment. So, this is the test environment just made today for this. To begin, what you will need when you use either the test environment or the main environment is you will need the group key. That's pretty simple. Now, here you can see everything looks like a regular temple. First thing we need to do, we need to make our way to competitions, and then we will hit plus. And here we can name it. So we'll call this one, we're just going to call it test environment. And we're going to do skills and overall. Now some details here. All times have to be in UTC. So this will tell you what current server time is, 6 hours behind. So there's some simple math you can do throughout to help you link things up. So we know this is 6 hours behind, and this is going to be a military clock. So if we want to make an event that starts December 1st and ends, we'll just say the 31st, we want to set this up in a certain way. So if we're 6 hours behind and we wanted this to begin at midnight on December 1st, and you can backdate events. So a little helpful hint there. As long as there's data, it will populate. So let's do quick math. We know 00 is midnight. What's that minus 6? If it's 6 hours behind, we would want to do 1800. And for the end, if we want to end at midnight on the 31st, of course, we want to do 1800 again. So, and you can do durations, custom durations. I've never messed with these. These are newer, but look at that. If we could just pop in a year or custom durations of 10 days, 1 month, etc. So for this, we're going to mess with duration just for fun. We're just going to do 1 month. Now to link it to the group, this is why you need a key. And I always like to hit select this for syncing members. And this will link it to whatever changes are made to this list. So when people get added, will help. There is a team function. So you can do a team and add a bunch of different people. It's supposed to go for like bingo functions or etc. We generally don't use it, but you never know. Now, as for what can be done. So let's start with miscellaneous. So as you can see, and the one thing to always link this to is, does it show up on the high scores? If it doesn't exist on the high scores, where's this data going to come from? As Temple uses the high scores. So we see our basics, anything that's on the high scores. This is your miscellaneous, so LMS, as you know, random bosses. It doesn't, I guess, view these as bosses since they're skilling bosses. Pretty reasonable. On to bosses. That gives you all of these along with EHB. I wouldn't do anything as an EHB, but more power to you. Same thing, EHP. Wouldn't use them, but it exists. But for this, we're just going to select overall. So we have that. It'll sync to this group. This is the group key for that. If you saw my drop down whenever you make an event, it gives you a key. So for this one, we'll have a key here in a moment. And now we have a key. Generally, you want to save this for what we do. This key gets saved in the event log. I'm not going to save this one because it's the test environment. And now we have a competition. Done and done. If you have any further questions, feel free to message me. I'll try to answer them or show you how. That is it.